From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Good Wednesday morning. Just wanted to give a quick update on the Sun Country fire that's burning south of I-90 near milepost 82, west of South Cle Elum. Got a big update yesterday, 10% containment. That might not seem like a lot, but in one day, that is a lot. So definitely some good progress there, but still. Level 1 evacuations in place for Hugh Banks Road and Timber Valley Road off of Nelson Siding Road near exit 78. So got to pay attention to the fire weather there in that part of Kittitas County. Okay. Now let's move on to the rest of the weather. The bottom line for the forecast today, highs around 90 in the Tri-Cities for today and tomorrow. A pivot on Friday, then up around triple digits for Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. The forecast staying bone dry. Let's take it back to this morning. A beautiful sunrise this morning in Yakima. This view coming courtesy of Bi-Mart. The wind gust's going to come back a little bit later today in the Kittitas Valley, but it's already pretty breezy there for this morning. Temperatures in the 60s and 50s for lower elevations. Of course, a little bit cooler up in the mountains. And your day planner forecast for the fair, up around 90 for the hottest part of the day. The nightcap's going to feel pretty nice. But like I said, much hotter weather on the way. I'll tell you more about that coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
Coming up, we are continuing to monitor that fire near Cle Elum that started Monday. Crews still battling the blaze. We are checking in on the latest on containment and acreage burn coming up.
And details on the grants that are making a big impact on the Granger Fire Department. Our very own Monique Garcia has how they earn this funding and what they plan to do with it.
And Pasco City Council is looking for a new face to step in after the mayor's resignation. Applications are now open, and coming up, we'll tell you what they're looking for and how you can apply. That's all in Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest, on your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal.
I'm Jade Elliott. It is Wednesday, August 20th. We've made it midweek.
Yes, we did.
Making our way on to the other side.
That's right.
Well, technically, it's my Friday.
Oh, yeah, because you'll be gone.
I'll
it's
be
okay.
gone
Enjoy
Thursday,
enjoy the wedding you'll be at.
Thanks, I will.
We'll miss you.
I know, same.
We do want to start with your top stories, and we're starting off with a crime alert in Walla Walla, where early Sunday morning, a sheriff's deputy tried stopping a car on Fern Avenue for expired registration. Officials say the driver, 34-year-old Rigoberto Favela Vigil, took off leading officers on a high-speed chase towards the Oregon border. Spike strips took out 2 of his tires, but he kept going. Multiple agencies joined in, including Milton Free Water Police and the Umatilla County Sheriff's Office. After several attempts, officers used a pursuit technique to stop the car, which crashed into a concrete pylon on Northwest 8th Avenue. Favela Vigil ran on foot, but he was quickly caught. He was checked at the hospital before being booked into jail on multiple charges, and this includes fleeing from police and driving with a suspended license.
And continuing our crime alert this morning out of Grandview now, where authorities are investigating a weekend shooting that left at least 5 people hurt. Here's what we know so far. Details limited, but we know it happened just before 11 Saturday night during a party on Apricot Road. 3 victims were taken to the hospital, and hearing from family members of those victims, they say that they are in store for long recoveries. Conditions of the other 2 victims haven't been released as of this morning. Multiple law enforcement agencies responded. Deputies now asking anyone with information about the party or possible suspects in connection to this shooting to contact the Yakima Sheriff's Office.
And the Port of Walla Walla is seeing some big growth. During last week's Port of Kennewick Commission meeting, the Port of Walla Walla Executive Director gave an update on several major projects. He says the port continues to see industrial and urban growth, including developments at the Wallula Gap Industrial Park. That's where the Rockwell insulation plant is under construction, and also where about 500 acres are under contract for a new data center with the company Advanced Phase. But the executive director says some industries just aren't a fit, at least for right now.
Darigold project. Darigold looked at our property. We do not have an industrial wastewater facility, so we can't serve food processors. We won't serve food processors.
He also says one of the port's biggest priorities is finishing Phase 8 of the US 12 expansion project.
Well, Benton County has officially reopened its newly renovated moderate-risk waste facility in Kennewick. The project aims to make hazardous waste disposal safer and more convenient for people living in the area. The updated facility on Eli Street now features improved traffic flow, expanded unloading areas, and upgraded safety systems to handle toxic or hazardous materials. County officials say these changes not only improve efficiency, but also reduce risk for workers and the environment.
It gives the residents a place to, a safe place to bring their household hazardous waste or moderate risk waste. It really just is all about getting these types of materials out of our normal waste stream so that they can be handled and dealt with appropriately.
The workers at the facility have gone through extensive hazardous materials training. The facility will be open Wednesday through Saturday from 8 to 5, giving people 4 days each week to safely drop off unwanted materials. Officials encourage people to take advantage of the site and not store hazardous materials at home.
And Pasco is searching for a new representative in District 4 after the resignation of Mayor and Council member Pete Serrano. The City Council is now taking applications from registered voters who live in the district. Whoever is chosen will serve until the current term ends, which is on December 31st of this year. Applications can be submitted online or in person at the City Manager's office, and the deadline is 5 p.m. on Tuesday, September 2nd.
6:06 and making a difference now. Some big news for the Granger Fire Department.
They're celebrating a $10,000 grant award, and we first told you about this yesterday, but this morning, Apple Valley News Now's Monique Garcia tells us how they earned this funding and the impact it'll have.
It'll help us a lot, the safety and for our firefighters so they don't get injured. We're just a small community. We can't afford to buy this stuff without the help of the grants. If it wasn't for my wife, Kelly Martin Carter, she's the grant writer. I just get the information for her, and she's did very, very well on grant writing.
Chief Terry Carter leads the Granger Fire Department, one of 150 volunteer departments nationwide to receive this grant through the State Farm Good Neighbor Firefighter Safety Program.
Carter says one of the ways the grant will help is by installing a reverse dash cam for when the fire truck is reversing.
Since it goes out by itself with one person a lot of the time, and it's easier for him, the person driving, to look down and see if there's anything behind him so he doesn't hit it.
He adds the camera helps prevent accidents like backing into ditches. Other equipment funded by the grant?
We had 2 multi-gas detectors, and that's to go in and see if there's any bad gases within a building. And then we needed 2 portable radios, which we'll put in each vehicle, so then if someone needed a radio, if they get out of the rig and needed a radio, they can use that radio.
They'll also get a large diameter hose winder.
Large diameter hose is so heavy when you wind it up that it'd be easier to wind it up just with a winder. And it can be then the hose can be transported around.
Carter stresses the importance of this new equipment for crew safety.
Very important, because if one of us get hurt, then that just drops our level of members down 1 or 2. And since we only have 11 members on this fire department, it's a big impact.
The State Farm Good Neighbor Firefighter Safety Program partnered with the National Volunteer Fire Council. It has awarded $1.5 million in grants nationwide to boost firefighter safety and service. Reporting in Granger, I'm Monique Garcia, Apple Valley News Now.
And Carter says they expect the funding in about 2 weeks and then can equip their team with that new gear.
Exciting stuff. All right, keep it here, because coming up next, flying just got faster, but is it safer? We have the details on a new way to skip long security lines that is being rolled out at airports, and we'll show you how it works and the privacy concerns that some travelers have.
And give me that beautiful live look outside this morning. The sun is up over Yakima. That view courtesy of our Bi-Mart camera there. It is 9 minutes after 6, and when we come back, we'll check in with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth and your First Alert forecast.
Get ready for adventure with the fun and rugged 2025 Ford Bronco Outer Banks from Price Ford of Yakima Valley. Nob Hill Casino's biggest prize ever. Want to drive it home? Just enter daily at Nob Hill Casino now through Wednesday, October 8th for your chance to win. While you're here, enjoy our 16-lane bowling center, mouth-watering cheeseburgers at the Last Frontier restaurant, cold drinks at the bar, and try your luck with pull tabs and table game action.
We invite you to come visit us at Price Ford of Yakima Valley
and Nob Hill Casino,
where the locals play.
From Apple Valley News Now, this is Medically Speaking.
Atomic Health pays me to do the in-home, I guess, nursing or the things I do to help out, so we don't need a nurse. Meds, cooking, cleaning, getting him to doctor's appointments, picking up prescriptions, whatever else needs to be done. So at least once a month or whenever I need her, Sarah, or whatever nurse is available, comes to our house. If I have a worry that I'm not sure if he needs to go to the doctor, she comes and advises me and does an assessment and tells me if there's anything I need to do different, or I don't know that I could do this without him.
So we'll definitely evaluate their past employment. As a registered nurse myself, I'll look through their medical records and I'll look to see maybe what medical conditions they have, and we'll be very upfront with them, honest about whether they do have a claim that could warrant benefits or not.
Feel the electricity this summer with a new Honda. Let a great deal take you further. Whether you choose an electric Honda or a hybrid. From the Kelley Blue Book Best Value brand. Right now, you can get at 4.99% APR on a 2025 Civic Hybrid sedan.
Before, our service would be in and out. We wanted to switch to T-Mobile to make sure that we have better coverage.
T-Mobile is now the best network, and with the most satellites, we're connecting hundreds of thousands in places where cell towers can't reach with T-Satellite.
I signed up for T-Satellite and give me peace of mind as a mom that makes life better knowing that it's there when we need it.
Upgrade to the best network. Right now, T-Mobile will pay off 4 phones up to $3,200. Plus, hook you up with 4 new phones on us. Switch today.
This newscast sponsored by Mariano Morales Law. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Let's go ahead and take you on a zone-by-zone tour of this morning's temperatures. We start off in Kittitas County, around 50 for the pass, low 60s in the valley and mid-60s down towards Vantage. In the Yakima Valley, we're sitting in the low to mid-60s, 64 in Yakima, 60 up the road in Sela. Then for the lower Columbia Basin, also 50s and 60s, 58 in Connell, 61 in Mesa, and 66 degrees in the Tri-Cities. Then for the Blue Foothills, all of us in the 50s and 60s and 40s and 50s for the highest terrain of the Blue Mountains. Here's your CodeCast for today for the Tri-Cities. Light jacket stuff for this morning. We're going to be in the mid-70s as soon as 10 a.m., around 80 at lunchtime. And then for the hottest part of the day, around 90 degrees, at least in the lower Columbia Basin. Mid-80s in the Yakima Valley and the Walla Walla Valley, but low 80s in the Kittitas Valley. Pretty normal stuff for August 20th. Okay, let's go ahead and show you the lay of the land atmospherically over the next few days. So for today, see areas of high pressure. Those are what the spinning blue H's are. So that means hotter and drier weather for this time of the year whenever you see that. For Thursday, kind of dealing with the same thing. But as we head into Friday, these high pressures are going to work together. They're going to strengthen, and this is going to lead us to some hotter weather, even hotter weather for Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. I'll tell you just how hot coming up in a few minutes.
Thanks so much, Josh. 6:14 now. Taking a look at business news this morning. A newly announced partnership could help air travelers get to their flights faster.
But does the convenience come at too high of a cost? ABC's Lionel Moise has the details.
This morning, a new way to fast track through airport security as airports get busier. Clear is now partnering with the TSA to launch new e-gates for Clear Plus members. Travelers will no longer have to show IDs to TSA officers, instead verifying their identity using a biometric scanner.
You don't even need to scan your boarding pass. The scanners see your face and they recognize you via biometrics. And so once the gate turns green, you can proceed through. You go straight to baggage screening. So it saves you a ton of time potentially.
The program is already up and running in Atlanta's airport, with Seattle and Washington Reagan next, before expanding to other cities.
The idea is that eventually you'll be able to just go through a threshold. There'll be no interaction with a human at all, and you go straight to baggage screening. So I think this is going to be a real time saver.
Some have raised concerns about using biometric data.
I think it's going to be great for those folks who don't have worries about privacy, who just want to get through the airport quickly.
This comes at a time when travel is booming. TSA reports 7 of its 10 busiest travel days ever were this year alone, and next year millions will travel for soccer's World Cup here in the U.S. and the country's 250th birthday. The new e-gates join other options available to flyers to get through security faster. TSA PreCheck, which is free for military members, is already at more than 200 airports, and 15 U.S. airports now have a touchless ID version of TSA PreCheck using facial recognition. Lionel Moyes, ABC News, New York.
Coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, Josh Colbert is back with how your weather is looking. It's all coming up in his first alert weather forecast, which is right after the break.
Poor maintenance, old tires, bad brakes, that could be why the big truck hit you. Hit by a big truck? I know how to beat their insurance companies. I'm attorney Mariano Morales, the big truck heavy hitter.
Call 853-2222.
Every heartbeat is a second chance. At Prosser Memorial Health, our cardiac rehabilitation program empowers your recovery with expert care and state-of-the-art TechnoGym smart equipment for safe, personalized fitness after a heart event. Whether you've had a heart attack, bypass surgery, valve repair, or heart failure, ask your provider for a referral. With tailored sessions over 12 weeks, supervised by medical professionals, we support your whole health, body, mind, and heart. Learn more at prosserhealth.org. This is how we care.
For the first time ever, Pasco RV and Boat Super Sale is coming to the Eppo Center. Make the most of what's left of camping and boating season. Save thousands on a huge selection of new and used RVs and boats. Travel trailers, fifth wheels, toy haulers, motorhomes, pontoon boats, parts, accessories, and more. Every category, every price point, all on sale. 0 down and no payments for 90 days. On approved credit. One location. Massive savings at the Eppo Center in Pasco. Learn more at BrettsRV.com.
The new stone-baked pizza mold from Frigidaire. For restaurant quality, it's dough to done in 2 minutes. Dare to expect more from your oven. Frigidaire.
Save $2,000 on Freedom to enjoy life without reader's glasses or cataracts. Schedule your free consultation this month with K2 Vision RLE, America's most experienced in advanced lens procedures. Save $2,000 on K2 Vision RLE.
Poor maintenance, old tires, bad brakes, that could be why the big truck hit you. Hit by a big truck? I know how to beat their insurance companies. I'm attorney Mariano Morales, the big truck heavy hitter.
Call 853-2222.
Apple Valley News Now viewer Virgil Badgett of Walla Walla.
Josh's 3-degree guarantee has been on the money quite a bit. Knowing what's coming at us weather-wise is really helpful.
Thanks, Virgil. Email comments at applevalleyNewsNow.com. Apple Valley News Now, on your side.
Next, E.T., Amanda Knox, Monica Lewinsky. We're at the premiere of their true crime collab, plus 2 Bachelor Nation alums team up for a new dating show that's virgins only. Next, E.T.
Tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now. Judy Justice.
And I'm just getting started.
Today at 4 on Apple Valley News Now.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Today is going to be another gorgeous day out there. Lots of sunshine from the Cascades to the Blues. And we're going to have very normal high temperatures for August 20th, which means 80s and 90s for lower elevations. Going to be in the 60s up in the Cascades and 60s, 70s, and 80s in the Blues, right around 90 degrees in the lower Columbia Basin. In terms of the winds for today, a little bit stronger, a little bit more widespread as opposed to yesterday, and the strongest winds will continue to be in the Kittitas Valley, so some of those winds will impact the containment efforts of that fire that's burning just to the west of South Cle Elum. Again, that would be the Sun Country Fire. Then for tonight, clear skies. Overnight lows are going to be a little bit cooler compared to what we're experiencing for this morning, as we'll have 40s up in the Cascades, 40s and 50s for the Blues, and exclusively 50s for lower elevations. Then for tomorrow, Technically a touch hotter in comparison to today. A good deal hotter up in the mountains as we'll have 70s in the Cascades, 70s and 80s in the Blues. But for lower elevations, we'll be at like 91 in the Tri-Cities as opposed to 90. Still pretty normal stuff for the middle to later portion of August. Wind gusts going to be much lighter overall for tomorrow, but where we do see breezes, they'll be out of the north and east. That'll bring some very dry air into the region. It is Fair Week this week, the Benton Franklin Fair and Rodeo. I'd say the best days to be there in terms of the weather today and tomorrow, as it's going to be a good deal hotter for Friday, but especially for Saturday, up around 100 degrees in the Tri-Cities. So again, normal highs for today and tomorrow, the pivot on Friday, and then we'll maintain heat around 100 Saturday through Tuesday. At least hopefully we start to trend a little bit cooler, as that's been the trend all throughout summer. We haven't had that one big sustained heat wave yet, so fingers crossed we can avoid it this time as well. We'll keep the forecast dry, except for a little chance of a thunderstorm in the Cascades on Monday, but that's about it. Here's a 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Low 90s today and tomorrow, mid 90s Friday, then around 100 Saturday through Tuesday. In Yakima, stuck in the 80s over the next couple of days, then a whole bunch of 90s Friday through Tuesday. In Ellensburg, windy today, calmer winds after that, but highs will jump up into the mid 90s starting on Saturday. In Hermiston, highs hover around 90 today and tomorrow, then a run at 100 degrees this weekend and to start next week. Finally, for Walla Walla, heating up into the weekend with lots of sunshine. Granted, there could be a few more clouds on Sunday.
That is some fair weather.
Oh,
better
say
than
it
fair.
is so. Yeah, it really is. It is a great weekend or rest of the week for the fair.
Definitely, but remember, Friday and Saturday, especially Saturday, going to be hot, around 100. Plenty of
drink your water.
Drink your water. Frozen lemonades.
Frozen lemonade, yeah.
If you have funnel cake, maybe earlier in the day.
All right, so much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Coming up in your entertainment news, Colin Farrell is feeling lucky in his new casino-based thriller. Plus, Cynthia Erivo has just earned a major milestone in her career. All the details coming up after the break.
Save thousands on the new Revolutionary Swim Spa at a one-time sale. Friday through Sunday. Hapo Center Pasco. Exercise with low impact. Swim the entire year and stay in shape. Teach your kids to swim. Unwind and save thousands. Avoid the expense and maintenance involved with a pool. Swim, exercise, and relax in your new aquatic exercise swim spa. Installation in 1 day only. New 2025 inventory. 18-month interest-free financing. Millions of dollars of inventory must be sold. Hapo Center Pasco. Free admission. Free parking. Call 833-SPA-SALE.
I'm a real wild one.
Some days are the fun days. The days you get to go wild. Which makes the Ford Ranger perfect for you. Made to haul. Made for the trail. And made for any wild idea you've got. Get a wild deal on a Ranger today. Lease a 2025 Ford Ranger Super Crew 4x4 for $299 a month for 36 months. Only at your local Ford dealer.
This season on the Duck Lorette.
I'm so excited this year to find the one.
I'm here to win. I'm one of the fastest duck racers in the country.
Who will win this year's 2025 Mid-Columbia Duck Race? Find out September 20th at Columbia Park in Kennewick. The grand prize is a 2025 Toyota Corolla Cross, plus other fantastic prizes. Support our community, lend a hand, buy a duck, and keep the tradition alive. The Mid-Columbia Duck Race, presented by Toyota and Autobahn Auto Care Center.
Initiate re-entry.
Life's better when you're under our roof because you'll feel protected.
Good thing we're covered.
And safe drivers can save too.
Touchdown.
Also, your family's free too. And you can get a personalized rate based on how you drive.
Welcome home.
So while they're dreaming, you're saving. Customize what you pay with Drive My Way. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Good Shepherd provides the most up-to-date orthopedic care available. Our team of experienced board-certified surgeons, physiatrists, and podiatrists are capable of fulfilling your orthopedic needs. Services include precise joint replacements, sports medicine, all orthoscopic shoulder and knee repairs, fracture care, hand surgery, and foot and ankle care. We are here to help you with your pain and maximize your body's performance and function. Good Shepherd Orthopedics in Hermiston. Patients first, always.
This newscast sponsored by Shriners Children's Spokane.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. In your entertainment news, Hollywood is heating up with some big screen celebrations and must-see releases.
From Colin Farrell's latest high-stakes role to Cynthia Erivo earning a major career award.
Plus, a chance to see Black Swan on the big screen like never before. This morning, David Daniel gives us a look behind the curtain and into the latest from Hollywood.
Colin Farrell presses his luck in his latest film. The actor plays a gambling addict trying to pay back his casino debts in Ballad of a Small Player. Tilda Swinton co-stars in the psychological thriller, which arrives in theaters and on Netflix in October. Cynthia Erivo has a new reason to celebrate. The actress will receive the Santa Barbara Film Festival's Kirk Douglas Award for Excellence in Film. The Oscar-nominated Wicked star already has a Tony, Grammy, and Emmy to her name and will be honored at the annual event in December.
Perfection is not just about control.
Black Swan soars to new heights. The Oscar-winning film will be shown on IMAX screens for the first time in honor of its 15th anniversary. Fans can relive Natalie Portman's ballet moves in theaters nationwide August 21st and 24th. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
I'm excited for that Colin Farrell movie. I saw him in The Penguin. That show is incredible.
Yeah.
He does such a good job. I didn't even know it was him at first. I think most people didn't. You guys need to check it out if you're Batman fans or just a fan of good TV.
I like Batman. Yeah. I think he'd be my favorite superhero.
Superman for sure.
Superman, Batman, who do you got?
Batman, he doesn't use any weapons, so
he just has money.
Yeah, and his fist.
That's his power.
Yeah.
Superman is just good.
Just
okay,
good.
anyways.
Still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Richland drivers, listen to this. There is some delays and city announcements about the Dallas Road Roundabout project that you need to know. It is back on. We're going to let you know what you can expect during your commute.
And the Benton County Fair is officially on, and we speak with our Jay Cable has actually what all this year's event has to offer. It's all coming up in your next half hour.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
At Bruce Heating and Air, our technicians are not incentivized by commissions or to find problems. We only look for solutions to keep you cool. Now through September 30th, receive rebates up to $1,650 off on a new Daikin Fit system.
The best bulls in the world have come to town. For bulls and their riders, those 8 seconds go by in a heartbeat. 8 seconds to become a champion or nothing. It's bull time, Kennewick. PBR bucks into Toyota Center September 5th and 6th. Get your tickets now at pbr.com/tickets or Ticketmaster.
Every child facing a critical illness deserves a moment of hope. That's where you come in. At McCurley Dealerships, we're proud to support Wheels Make Wishes Come True, a campaign that's raised over $1.1 million to help grant life-changing wishes for kids right here in our community. When you choose McCurley, you're helping dreams come true. Visit McCurley Dealerships through September 12th. Join us at Corvettes on the Columbia or learn more at wish.org/AKWA. McCurley Dealerships, your way home.
I'm attorney Jeff Kreutz.
And I'm attorney Megan Changaroya.
For 5 consecutive years, Tamaki Law has been voted Tri-City's best law firm.
Your trust fuels our commitment.
Your support inspires our dedication.
For 30 years, Tamaki Law has been your choice as the law firm that fights for the justice you deserve.
Again, on behalf of Tamaki Law, thank you for your vote of confidence.
We are so grateful to serve our amazing community.
Before our service would be in and out, we wanted to switch to T-Mobile to make sure that we have better coverage.
T-Mobile is now the best network, and with the most satellites, we're connecting hundreds of thousands in places where cell towers can't reach with T-Satellite.
I signed up for T-Satellite and give me peace of mind as a mom that makes life better knowing that it's there when we need it.
Upgrade to the best network. Right now, T-Mobile will pay off 4 phones up to $3,200. Plus, hook you up with 4 new phones on us. Switch today.
Attention viewers, Good News Today, produced by Richland Lutheran Church, airing Sundays at 9 a.m., will be airing this Saturday, August 23rd at 9 a.m. Good News Today will air the following weekend on Saturday, August 30th at 5:30 a.m.
Call Vance when you need a friendly, reliable electrician. We'll keep your home safe with electrical services and equipment upgrades. Save $50 on any electrical service. Don't leave it to chance. Call Vance.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest, on your side.
Good morning. Thanks for waking up with us, joining us here for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jade Elliott.
I'm Jessica Jalal.
And I'm Josh Colbert.
All right, 3-degree guarantee. It's at 50.
It's at 50, yes.
Yay.
But you nailed it. Right on.
I did. I went with 90
Perfect.
yesterday, and I verified right at 90. So again, thank you so much to our very good friends at the Legends Casino and Hotel for sponsoring. So for today, let's just keep a good thing going. Going again with the forecast high of 90. So if it verifies between 87 and 93, jackpot's going to hit $75. If that doesn't happen, the jackpot could be yours. Find out how to win the jackpot by going to applevalleyNewsNow.com, clicking on the contest page, or you can scan the QR code that's on your screen. All right, bottom line for the forecast is that we'll have more normal highs for today and tomorrow in the Tri-Cities around 90. The pivot for Friday up around 100 degrees for Saturday through Tuesday, and the forecast staying very dry over the next 7 days. Right now, taking a live look at Richland. This view coming also courtesy of our good friends at the Legends Casino and Hotel. A few light clouds up in the skies for this morning, but mostly sunny. Winds mostly light, except for in the Kittitas Valley. Some of those gusts between 25 to 30 miles per hour, and they could come back a little bit later today, a little bit stronger, around 35 miles per hour for the hottest part of the day, 4, 5, 6 p.m. Right now we're in the 50s in the Cascades, 40s and 50s for the Blues, and 50s and 60s for lower elevations. A pair of 66s for Tri-Cities and Hermiston, up around 68 degrees for the Hanford site. Your hour-by-hour forecast for today for the Tri-Cities, around sunny and 75 at 10 this morning, closer to 80 at lunchtime, then around 90 for the hottest part of the day. But pretty normal highs for this portion of August. I'll take you on that zone-by-zone tour of today's forecast. Also, I'll show you how vegetation dryness is going to trend with some hotter weather on the way. That's going to be coming up in a few minutes.
Thanks, Josh. 6:32, we begin this half hour of news in Richland, where the city says construction is back underway on the Dallas Road Roundabout project. Work resuming yesterday. It resumed after a labor dispute had put it on hold. So for the next 3 weeks, Trowbridge Boulevard will be closed at Dallas Road with traffic detoured to Gateway Avenue. A lane shift is also in place at Ava Way and Dallas Road, and city officials are urging drivers in the area to expect some delays and use caution in the area.
Looking at local education news now, it's been a busy couple of days for the Pasco School District as they celebrated the opening of its second high school, Orion High School. So teachers, incoming students, and community members all gathered for a ribbon cutting, and that was followed by meeting the principal and a school tour. The first class of Orion Aviators starts next week, and this high school emphasizes preparing students for post-grad careers.
We've learned that, our students graduate from high school with the aptitude and skills to be able to do things. They sometimes just don't know what opportunities are out there, and so spending a lot of time freshman and sophomore year intentionally providing opportunities to be able to explore is really going to be critical.
And the high school plans to admit students on a lottery basis. For more information on what kinds of programs the school specifically offers, you can visit our website. That's applevalleyNewsNow.com.
Benton County Fair officially kicking off, and Apple Valley News Now's Jake Gable is going to take us through some of the unique attractions that the fair has to offer.
Nowadays, it seems like every town and county has a fair to attend. While fair staples remain the same in most places, it's the local community and one-of-a-kind events and attractions that make each stand out from the rest. Take the artist demonstrations, for example. Led by Warren Hughes and his metal sculptures, they offer molds for kids to make belt buckles out of bronze. Heidi Elkington paints and creates most of the signs and artwork displayed, such as the mural. Roger Pope's pumpkin carving has landed him as a contestant on Food Network's Halloween Wars.
There's a lot of buzz surrounding the fair this year, from local art to food and vendors, as well as pig racing.
Old McDonald's Barn celebrates its 50th year at the fair. Built in 1975 by Pasco High School teachers and students, it still brings an up-close and personal look at animals, some of which, like these pigs, were born yesterday.
Yeah, it was the animals. I saw cows, I saw the sheep, and even bunnies, and the turkeys.
And then you have pig racing. These elite athletes, such as Sloppy Joe and fan favorite Bob, provide delight and cheers from the crowd, even if their race lasts just a few seconds.
Last year. That's why we're back.
That's why we're back here.
Yeah.
That's why we're back.
Well, last time they had ducks too, but these just pigs. But it'll be fun.
While filled with rides and food you've likely seen before, thousands of new memories are created each day of the Benton Franklin Fair. In Kennewick, Jake Gable, Apple Valley News Now.
It's the best week of summer, right? The fair continues through this week in Saturday the 23rd. On Friday, it'll feature a concert with an all-star lineup, Smash Mouth, and Sir Mix-a-Lot performing.
Ooh,
you heard it here first.
Somebody once told me. I'm excited.
I was going more on the Sir Mix-a-Lot line.
Oh, okay. All right. To each their own.
But,
no, they're both great.
They're both great. I love them both. Okay. Still much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. She's sweet, she's smart, and she's still waiting for her forever family. We're going to reintroduce you to Chalet. We met her a couple months ago, and now she's back. More on the 2-year-old Shepherd mix coming up on Operation Best Friend after the break.
Judy Justice.
And I'm just getting started.
Today at 4 on Apple Valley News Now.
Want to hear something delicious? Yep, my spicy chicken strips are back, starting at $5. And covered with my new hot honey. Want to taste something delicious? You know where to go. Get so much more.
Welcome to Jack in the Box.
For 25 years, you've made Triple Play more than just a place to play. You've turned it into a place where memories are made. We want to thank our amazing guests and community. From birthday parties to company outings and spontaneous weekend adventures, your memories are what make Triple Play special. Here's to 25 years of fun and many more to come. Thank you for being part of our story.
Welcome to Nob Hill Casino, your premier gaming destination. Experience the thrill of a Vegas-style casino featuring the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club and unlock exclusive rewards every time you play. Challenge your skills at our 16-lane bowling alley. Unwind with a drink at our cozy bar or enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at the Last Frontier. The ultimate entertainment experience has something for everyone. Nob Hill Casino, where locals come to win.
For the first time ever, Pasco RV and Boat Super Sale is coming to the Hippo Center. Make the most of what's left of camping and boating season. Save thousands on a huge selection of new and used RVs and boats. Travel trailers, fifth wheels, toy haulers, motorhomes, pontoon boats, parts, accessories, and more. Every category, every price point, all on sale. 0 down and no payments for 90 days. On approved credit, one location. Massive savings at the Hippo Center in Pasco. Learn more at BrettsRV.com.
Okay, bye.
I met a cute poodle outside.
Oh, really?
She said everyone's talking about you and how you work for free. That can't be true.
Sure it is. When you're injured and have the heavy hitter on your team, we win or it's free.
Free?
Yeah. You don't pay us a penny unless we win for you.
That's doggone crazy.
Hello? Yeah, sure. That cute poodle you were talking to wants to have a play date.
Let's go.
The heavy hitter is one for you. Call 853-2222.
Starting at $4.49, you can get one, make it a double, or go for 3 delicious patties. Go as big as you want with my Bonus Jack combo starting at $4.49. Now you can say you're loving it and actually mean it. Get so much more.
Welcome to Jack in the Box.
Fire breaks out in West Richland.
We begin with breaking news.
And Apple Valley News Now is on.
It's burning about 10 acres and spreading rapidly.
When breaking news happens, count on Apple Valley News Now on your side.
We are on your side.
Apple Valley News Now is Pasco,
Yakima, Cleella,
West Richland. Our broadcast center may be in Kennewick, but Apple Valley News Now is everywhere.
From the Blues to the Cascades, one television station is everywhere you want us to be. Apple Valley News Now. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Let's go ahead and take you on a zone-by-zone tour of today's forecast. We start off in Kittitas County. And by the way, across the map for today, very normal high temperatures. That means mid-60s up towards Snoqualmie Pass, around 80 in the valley and closer to 90 in Vantage, which is more of a basin climate. But a little bit windy today in the Kittitas Valley, more so compared to yesterday. Some of those gusts around 35 miles per hour. Then in the Yakima Valley, these highs are going to be in the mid to upper 80s up and down the valley, and wind gusts could be out of the north and east, especially for the upper valley, with gusts between 15 to 20 miles per hour. Also between 15 to 20 miles per hour for the lower Columbia Basin, this time out of the west and northwest. These highs pretty close to 90 degrees. For the foothills, mid 80s. For the Morrow County foothills, mid to upper 80s for the foothills of Umatilla and Walla Walla counties. And 60s, 70s, and 80s, just kind of depending on your elevation and the highest terrain of the Blues. And also a little bit gusty out this way. Okay, now let's talk about today's vegetation dryness forecast. Remember that all these levels have been adjusted for typical dryness per microclimate, and the elevated level for the Cascades and for lower elevations. That's just for today. Look at what happens by Saturday. This is going to be the first day where we have a legitimate shot of touching 100 in the Tri-Cities, and at that point, vegetation critically dry, and that's just the beginning of this heat wave. So fire danger definitely going to trend up as we head into next week.
It's now time for Operation Best Friend, where we spotlight pets in need of forever homes.
And this week, we've got a return guest. We're taking another look at a very special pup who's still searching for a family.
She's been waiting patiently for months, and as you'll see, she's affectionate, smart, and full of personality. Here's Monica from Tri-Cities Animal Services with Miss Chalet.
Operation Best Friend, sponsored by As You Wish Houses, Christine Connolly Realtor, and by Manthite Group Cross Country Mortgage.
Hi everyone, I'm Monica and I am from formerly Tri-Cities Animal Shelter, now Tri-Cities Animal Services. We're excited about the grand opening of our new facility, which is right across the way from our current location of 1312 South 18th Avenue in Pasco, Washington. Today I brought a very special friend to meet you. Her name is Chalet. Chalet is a 2-year-old German Shepherd mix. She was found on July 30th on Columbia Drive running by as a stray and was picked up by a Good Samaritan. So Chalet is a pretty big girl. She weighs in at about 74 pounds. Some of the things I do know about Chalet is she is extremely food motivated, eager to please, and came to us knowing quite a few commands already. Beyond the basic ones, she will shake with both paws, she will lay down, she knows center, and she knows high five. We do know that Chalet absolutely loves to go for rides in the car. I've had her out with me several times now, and I just tell her, hey, do you want to go bye-bye in the car? And she beelines for the door of the car, sits down, looks at me, is eager to go. I think one of the reasons that Chalet's been waiting as long as she has to find her forever home is when you do come to meet her at the shelter, if you greet her at her kennel, she likes to put on this tough girl act, like she's a super big, scary girl. But when you get her out, this is what you get. She's just an amazingly affectionate, sweet, loving, gentle dog. So if you are interested in meeting or adopting Chalet, you're able to stop by anytime during business hours, Tuesday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. The adoption fee is set in our shelter for every animal we have for $50. We just require a valid ID and $50, and you're going home with your new best friend.
Chalet is slaying in that picture. I love their little school photos at the end. So cute.
They're my favorite, the little photos in the frames. I love it.
She's precious, and I really like that. That's a unique name for a dog.
Chalet.
Chalet. I like
make it really fancy. Chalet.
Chalet.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay. Still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest, your morning sprint. Everything you need to know as you head out the door this morning. And giving you a beautiful live look outside from our Legends Casino and Hotel Sky camera at Richland's Columbia Point, overlooking the mighty Columbia. Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth will be back with your full First Alert forecast after the break.
Get RV show pricing now at every Blue Compass RV. All RVs must go, starting at just $101 a month. Each backed by a complimentary 1-year VIP membership to RV Complete. Exclusively at Blue Compass RV. Hurry in today.
At Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons, your safety is our top priority. We are the only board-certified oral and maxillofacial surgery experts in wisdom tooth removal and dental implant placement in the Tri-Cities. With years of experience and a commitment to excellence, we ensure every patient receives safe, personalized treatment. Ask your dentist to refer you to the Tri-Cities experts in oral surgery, Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons. We look forward to meeting you.
Why do patients and families immediately think of Good Shepherd? They trust our knowledge and expertise. They value the compassionate care we provide. They feel like they are being taken care of by family. From our renowned doctors and top-of-the-line technology to our state-of-the-art facilities, Good Shepherd Healthcare System. Patients first, always.
It's the summer sales event with the Ford crew.
It's summer event time.
Best deals of the year.
My favorite season of the year. Why? Is it the flowers, honeybees?
Mud.
See, Bronco and Bronco Sport make every adventure more epic. Because they come with GOAT modes. Goes over any type of terrain. Like mud. We sure do like mud.
Lease a 2025 Bronco Sport Big Bend 4x4 for $299 a month for 36 months. Only at your local Ford dealer.
Right now at US Cellular, you can get 4 free phones plus 4 lines for $90.
Hey, we're tired of having the wool pulled over our eyes with these hidden requirements. What aren't we seeing?
Yeah. Do we get our choice of free phones?
Yep, you get the latest phones.
I bet we have to trade in our old phones, though.
Nope, sure don't.
Wow.
High five. Almost. Higher. Yes. Nope.
Get 4 phones plus 4 lines for $90 with no trade-in. And we'll pay off your current contract when you switch. US Cellular, built for us.
Hot Tub, Hot Tub, Hot Tub. Major manufacturers and warehouses clearance of new 2025 inventory. Friday through Sunday. Hapo Center, Pasco. Over 100 hot tubs on display and everything must go. New 2025 inventory. Hot tubs starting at $29.95. All inventory 40 to 80% off. Come see the revolutionary swim spa in action and save up to 60%. Trade-ins welcome. Free delivery. We'll even haul away your old hot tub. Worry-free installation. 18-month interest-free financing. Millions of dollars of inventory must be sold. Hapo Center, Pasco. Free admission. Free parking. Call 833-SPA-SALE.
Get RV show pricing now at every Blue Compass RV. All RVs must go, starting at just $101 a month. Each backed by a complimentary 1-year VIP membership to RV Complete. Exclusively at Blue Compass RV. Hurry in today.
Step right up for a fast ride free with BFT to the Benton Franklin Fair. 6 park and ride spots to concerts and more.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Back to Good Morning Northwest. It is going to be a glorious day outside with lots of sunshine from the Cascades to the Blues and all points in between. And high temperature is going to be pretty normal for August 20th. 60s in the Cascades, 60s and 70s for the Blues. And we're going to be in the 80s and 90s for lower elevations, right around 90 for the lower Columbia Basin. Wind gusts a little bit more widespread, a little bit stronger as opposed to yesterday. And the strongest gust is going to be in the Kittitas Valley, so that will impact containment efforts on the Sun Country Fire, which is burning just to the west of South Cle Elum, although there was 10% containment yesterday, and it was quite breezy up that way for yesterday as well, so hopefully they can make more progress on that fire. All right, for tonight, clear skies, and overnight low is going to be down into the 40s in the Cascades, 40s and 50s in the Blues, and 50s galore for lower elevations. Then for tomorrow, technically a touch hotter for lower elevations, a good deal hotter for some of our mountain ranges, but in general, pretty normal high temperatures for this time of the year. So we'll have 80s and 90s once again for lower elevations. Wind gusts not going to be nearly as big of a factor for tomorrow in comparison to today, but still some of these breezes, this time out of the north and east for the foothills and for the Blues, that'll bring some very dry air into the region. We'll keep a very close eye on that. It is Fair Week in Benton and Franklin counties, and me personally, the best days weather-wise to go to the fair, I think, would be Wednesday and Thursday. A good deal hotter for Friday, but especially on Saturday when we'll be up around 100 degrees in the Tri-Cities, and that's going to sustain itself at least through Tuesday. So 4 days where we'll have a pretty good shot at hitting 100 degrees in the Tri-Cities, but you see pretty normal for Wednesday and Thursday. Friday is going to be the pivot. And rain chances staying pretty minimal over the next 7 days, although Monday there is a little chance of a thunderstorm in the Cascades. We'll keep a close eye on that. Here's a 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Low 90s today and tomorrow, mid 90s Friday, then around 100 Saturday through Tuesday. In Yakima, stuck in the 80s over the next couple days, then a whole bunch of 90s Friday through Tuesday. In Ellensburg, windy today, calmer winds after that, but highs will jump up into the mid 90s starting on Saturday. In Hermiston, highs hover around 90 today and tomorrow, then run at 100 degrees this weekend and to start next week. Finally, for Walla Walla, heating up into the weekend with lots of sunshine. Granted, there could be a few more clouds on Sunday. Now let's head out to New York City to see what's ahead on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, an incredible story of survival.
I knew right away that it was a really bad situation to be in.
38-year-old Wisconsin native Alec Loon, lucky to be alive after suffering 6 harrowing days, seriously injured on a remote mountain in Norway.
Just sliding down this kind of really steep slope.
Loon came to a halt by slamming into a rock, breaking his left femur, fracturing his pelvis and a couple of spinal vertebrae. And this morning, he's telling his story to GMA.
What was the low point of your ordeal?
When the weather was so bad, I knew that I'd already been reported missing, but no one had come for me, that it didn't seem like anybody would be able to make it up there for me.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have much more of our exclusive interview and the dramatic moment when he was finally rescued. With your GMA First Look, I'm Will Reeve, ABC News, New York.
Despite being on an antidepressant, I was still masking my depression symptoms.
My doctor said it could be because my antidepressant alone wasn't enough, so she recommended an add-on treatment. She recommended adding Rexulti.
When taken with an antidepressant, Rexulti was proven to significantly reduce depression symptoms, more than an antidepressant alone.
So with my antidepressant, Rexulti could provide a boost.
Elderly people with dementia-related psychosis have increased risk of death or stroke. Antidepressants may increase suicidal thoughts and actions and worsen depression in children and young adults. Call your healthcare provider right away to report new or sudden changes in mood, behavior, thoughts, or feelings, or if you develop suicidal thoughts or actions. Report fever, stiff muscles, and confusion, which can be life-threatening, or uncontrolled muscle movements, which may be permanent. High blood sugar can lead to coma or death. Weight gain, increased cholesterol, unusual urges, dizziness on standing, falls, seizures, trouble swallowing, or sleepiness may occur.
Could adding Rexulti
be right for you?
Ask your doctor about adding Rexulti.
Now, the morning sprint.
Time is 6:52. It's time for your morning sprint. We're going to start off with your national headlines. The Department of Justice is reviewing Washington, D.C.'s crime stats. Officials saying the DOJ wants to know if the police department manipulated crime data to make the city seem safer than it is. President Trump saying the city is crime-ridden. He has deployed the National Guard to help police patrol the streets. City leaders have pushed back on the allegation. They say violent crime in the city is down nearly 30% compared with this time last year.
6:52 in your business headlines this morning. Just this morning, it was announced that Target CEO Brian Cornell is stepping down after 11 years at the retailer. It all comes as the company is facing some slumping sales and backlash to its retreat on DEI. Cornell will be replaced early next year by Michael Fiddelk, Target's chief operating officer.
In your health headlines, the measles outbreak that erupted in West Texas is over. State health officials say no new cases have been reported in the counties that previously showed transmission in over 42 days. Calling the outbreak over suggests 2 incubation periods have passed without transmission.
And it is 6:53, taking a look at the top 5 local things you need to know this morning, starting in Walla Walla, where deputies say a traffic stop early Sunday morning turned into a high-speed chase. 34-year-old Rigoberto Favela Vigil took off, led officers towards the Oregon border. Spike strips were thrown out to blow his tires, but he kept going until he crashed into a concrete pylon. Then he got out, ran on foot, but was quickly caught, now facing, as you can imagine, multiple charges.
And in Grandview, 5 people are hurt after a shooting at a party on Apricot Road. This happened Saturday night. 3 victims are hospitalized with long recoveries expected. Conditions of the other 2 are unknown at this time, but anybody with information should call the Yakima County Sheriff's Office.
And in Richland, construction is back on at the Dallas Road roundabout. There was a 3-week closure in place still on Trowbridge Boulevard, detours in place to Gateway Avenue, and so anyone in that area, you are urged to slow down, be cautious, and do expect delays.
And a major investment for Tri-Cities veterans as Congressman Dan Newhouse announces a funding boost for a new outpatient clinic. That's $48 million in federal funding, and the clinic will expand local access to primary care, mental health, and also specialty services. And in Pasco, they're looking to fill their District 4 council seat after Mayor Pete Serrano resigned. Applications are open now. They're due September 2nd. Registered District 4 voters can apply online or in person at the city manager's office. All right, taking a look at what's trending this morning. 2 food influencers, their video has gone viral, but not for what you might think. So take a look at this. Terrifying.
Can you even? I know, that car smashing right into this restaurant. This was in Houston on Saturday. So these 2 food reviewers, they were filming, as you could see. They were talking about their opinions on Cuvie's Culinary Creations, and that's when that vehicle came right through the window, sending the food, the table, the glass, the 2 of them everywhere. Yeah.
The social media influencers recorded themselves receiving stitches at the hospital after the incident, but luckily no one was seriously hurt.
Yeah, wow. I'm counting all my blessings after that incident.
So scary.
Like, it could have gone so wrong.
Oh, I know.
All on video.
Oh, so scary.
Terrifying. Scary.
But the food looked delicious.
It did, until the glass was all over, and that's one of the most unfortunate parts about the whole thing. They don't even get to eat the rest of it.
I'm sure
they can go back and
have them back anytime they want.
Get one on the house.
Yeah, exactly. All right, get us out the door on this Wednesday.
Yeah, we will talk about those out the door conditions in just a second. Just real quick, wanted to touch on the Sun Country fire that is burning just to the west of South Cle Elum. We got an acreage update. It only grew by 2 acres yesterday, and the containment jumped up to 10%. So that is definitely encouraging. Still, those level 1 be ready evacuations for Hugh Banks Road and Timber Valley Road off of Nelson Siding Road near exit 78. You can see the wind gust in the Kittitas Valley for this morning, and in the foothills ranging anywhere between 20 to 30 miles per hour. So that is going to be something that firefighters are going to have to deal with once again for today. Some of those peak gusts could end up around 35 miles per hour for the hottest part of the day. Right now, temperatures in the 50s and 60s for lower elevations, 40s and 50s up in the mountains. Feeling awesome out there right now. A little bit later today, up around 90 for the lower Columbia Basin. Pretty normal stuff for this part of the year. Bottom line for the forecast will continue to feel pretty normal, at least through tomorrow. The pivot on Friday, up around 100 degrees in the Tri-Cities for Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday.
Great weather for the fair.
Yes,
better than fair weather.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for watching Good Morning Northwest. You can always find updates on our website. That's applevalleyNewsNow.com.
Good Morning America is up next. We'll be back tonight at 5 with your local news and weather.
Have a great day.